Hi and welcome to another lesson of English with Stuart, and today we're going to have another look at the idioms and expressions that exist in English that really can be often quite confusing. Now the first one today we're going to have a look at is to fly off the handle. Now, what does that mean? What does to fly off the handle mean? Well, it means to get angry easily or very quickly. So he always flies off the handle with every single problem. Or she always flies off the handle every time you ask her to help. Now, I'm not sure if this is exclusively British English. In fact, I'd be very interested to hear from any American viewers in the comments below about whether you use this expression in the United States, or if not, what expressions can you think of that are very, very similar, that are the equivalent? The next one, to sleep tight. To sleep tight. Well, what does that mean? If someone says to you, okay, sleep tight. Well, it means sleep well, have a good sleep. Why tight? Well, let's go back a few years to the days before general central heating in houses. You know, in England, for 10 months of the year, it's cold. So, of course, in the houses, it was cold when you went to bed. So sleep tight, the concept is to take your blankets and pull them around you tightly so that no cold air can enter the blanket. So sleep tight, sleep warm, sleep well. That's what this one means. The next one, again, I think this is a very common British English idiom, and if there are any American viewers who can give me an equivalent in American English, it would be great, or perhaps tell me if you use it in America as well. It's to bite the bullet, to bite the bullet. Now what does that mean? Well, there's a story with this one. Okay, let's go back over 100 years to the First World War, when we had the Allies, the British and Americans, fighting the Germans on the fields and trenches of France. Now, many people were being shot by each other, and there were just not enough doctors to be able to perform all the surgeries necessary to remove bullets, bullets that come from a gun, to remove the bullets from people's bodies. So often one soldier would have to help another soldier by using his hand and literally pulling the bullet out of his comrade's body. Can you imagine the pain? I certainly can. So bite the bullet came from the fact that the victim, the patient, would be given something to put in their mouth, normally a piece of wood, a branch of a tree, or maybe some clothes, put in their mouth, bite. The pain of having a bullet removed without any anesthetic or any medication must have been horrendous. So that's to bite the bullet. Well, how does that work in modern day concept? Well, to bite the bullet means to feel the fear and do it anyway. Yeah, imagine you want to do a parachute jump, but you are afraid of heights. You're terrified of heights. But you keep talking to your friends. You repeatedly talk to your friends about that you want to do a parachute jump. So your friend says, come on, you're talking about this a lot. Bite the bullet. Bite the bullet. Feel the fear. I know you're frightened, but do the action anyway. That's what we have here. Feel the fear and do the action anyway. Okay. The next one is, I love you to pieces, or I love you to bits. Now, if you translate that from your native language, or translate that into your native language rather, that might sound a bit strange, but in English, I love you to pieces or I love you to bits means I love you a lot, very, very much. Lots of pieces of love, basically. And the last one we're going to look at today is water under the bridge. What does water under the bridge mean? Well, water under the bridge, water's gone under the bridge. How does that work? Well, let's have a look at it. Let's look at a scenario. Imagine you've had an argument at work with one of your work colleagues, and you've both said some things that you regret, things that you feel you should not have said. And you're at home after a long day at work and you're, oh, I wish I didn't say that. Why did I say that? That was not nice. That was not nice. And you feel bad. So the next day you walk over to your colleague at work and you say, look, listen, I'm really sorry about what I said yesterday. And your colleague says to you, it doesn't matter. It's water under the bridge. It's in the past. It's gone. It's forgotten. That's what that means. So I hope today's expressions have helped you understand a little bit more about how we use them. And when you hear native English speakers using them, you might be able to understand their conversation better as well. Keep tuned for more idioms and expressions. Don't forget to click subscribe so that you can be one of the first to see new videos with information about English in various different aspects of learning English here on English with Stuart. I'll see you very soon.